tonight. It's on Facebook Live. The weather, Nightcap with Tom Atkins and his clique. Thank you to you for watching now.
And thank you, Mr. Smiley. Welcome to the Nightcap. Once again, getting started a little after 1 in the morning, but no matter. We've got great weather information, great pictures, and all kinds of neat bonuses on the Nightcap for early this Wednesday. Hello, folks. Good to have you in. We'll talk about that picture in a second. I think you already know what we're going to talk about in that picture. Lisa Fogel, Bank of Banks Bank for the second time tonight. Thank you for being on the diversion. Thomas, hello. Les, as always. Ian, welcome back. Welcome to all of you. We have lots of pictures from the trip. I sprinkled a few of them on the Facebook pages earlier, and hope you got to see them. Got a lot of nice comments. We really thank you all for noticing. And Laura sent a bunch more. Actually, she's still sending stuff. So we will show you more very cool pictures from beautiful New England, New York, and Boston. All right. And speaking of Laura, very good. Dark, dank, chilly, damp night, 62 in Edinburgh. Thanks for being here. Thanks all of you for being here. Into the night we go. And hey, yeah, and that's exactly what I'm talking about here. Thomas, we will show you that. The country fares have gone up to $3.55. Same thing happened to the one by the interstate here. Hello, Jen downtown. Thank you for alerting. Good to see you. Glad the tropics are quiet. They riled up for a while, especially with Ida, and hopefully it'll be a quiet ending of the tropics. Thank you, Ian, for that. But yeah, they're $3.55, and I had a shot of the country fares, and the deal was that there's so much fog up here. I don't think I have the shot anymore, but I'll just take a glance at it. If we get a black screen, we get a black screen. Here we go. Hello. Oh, it's not bad. All right. So what I want you to notice here is, well, this country fair is closed. It was a cool shot because they were hanging the price right here. That's closed. This was $3.55, just like the one in Girard, and I believe the one here, the quick fill, was $3.45, but that's bound to go up as well. So we got a decent shot here, which is kind of nice. Let me see if I can pull it back just a little bit to see the Shell station on the south side of the interstate. The things that amuse us, but actually that's a pretty cool shot. That's got some good distinction. It was getting pretty foggy earlier, and it's hard to see the quick fill sign here. It's right in here, but it's getting blocked by something. So I would like to check out. Maybe I can just open this up just a little bit at a time, and maybe if the light's still on at the Shell station, which is right to the left here, I can get a handle on this. I think this one was $3.45, and it looks that way. Yeah. So this one's at $3.45, and the co-fare was at $3.55. So we'll see if these guys jump as well. Good point, Thomas. Good to have you here. Who else? Ellen, hello. Welcome to the show. And Ann, long time no see. Good to have you. Dave, welcome back. Yeah, nice 10-cent jump on the co-fares. We shall see if the others follow suit. Yeah, that's true. I could try that because that one is open. Brian, good to see you. Well, let me go back to this. Let me see if I can do that because this is a pretty good shot, but I'm gonna have to back it up here and move it. Whoops, I just went the wrong way. Sorry. have to go back this way. I don't know. I can't see the sign here. That's the other country fair. It's blocked by the trees. So sorry about that. You never know. You just never know what you're going to find here. And then you get a runaway camera like this, which is always crazy. So anyway, there's the shot. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they'll go. The others will all go up too. Is that Sonic up here? There's another one. I think that's Delta Sonic, but they have different prices because they have different deals, right? Can't keep it all straight. But yeah, this is Country Fair right here, and they're definitely at $355. I believe the quick fill is $345. So we're checking them all out, seeing what we can find. Hello, Bill. Good to see you. Donnie Lee, long time no see. Great to have you here. Is comedian number 2 available tonight? Will she check out our room? What's up, Doc? Great to see you again. Lori took a lot of pictures, and that's why the show is going to be so super cool, because we have a lot of cool pictures. All right, yeah, and I just saw Kristen, and also I want to tell you guys, she came in here and she did say that there was a tractor trailer or a semi between 27 and 28, which would be between State Street and Parade Street. All right, so between 27 and 29, I think mile marker 28, I believe an overturned semi in the median. Last half hour. Gene, welcome back. Great to see you. Coleman Albion. Julie M., great to see you. Yeah, if they lose the trees, if they lose the leaves on the trees, we'll be able to see that better. Barb, good morning. Long time. How are you doing? Welcome back to the show. All right. Terry J., Lawrence Park. Rock on. So some pretty cool weather camera shots tonight and some really awesome pictures. So let me show you. Doc, you're going to love these because it's of the Northeast. And Nikki, hello. Hello. Wow. Too many overnight Christmas trucks. All right, 65. Thank you. And Sis, hello, good to see you. Lisa Fogel, Bank of Banks, 244 at the Speedway at Bloomington. That's in Minnesota. All right, let me get you a couple more cams. I don't think I have any more gas price cams, but we do have a couple of cool shots here. Now, if you look at the airport, 2 planes, one without a jetway, that's the United Express, and one with a jetway, that's the American. So pretty shot out at ERI, kind of neat. And got a couple more for you. What do you got there? I think Alerting Jen just sent me something. You got something new? She is on it. Traffic collision. Yeah, there you go. You're on it. Near the casino there. Traffic collision. It's being caused. Our guy is out there. So I think we will have some video soon, or at least Kristen will. I should tag her and see if she's got anything new. Cornman is here. Hello. Good to see you, sir. So anyway, kind of a cool shot there at the airport. Very nice. Eric told me that if I pan this to the left, I can see the TV towers up on the hill. I got to try that sometime. Edinburgh, have they rolled up the bar yet? Downtown. Yeah, well, the chairs are up on the tables, but there's still some people milling around in the bar. Edinburgh Hotel for you, live on an early Wednesday morning. Anything else we can go to? A little downtown for you. Joshua J., welcome to the show. Bemis Point Bob, hello. 2 Embraer jets, you know it. You know it. So that's just a pretty shot. As I was saying, on the diversion before. Just it's kind of neat to see the yellow coloring here. You know, usually the lake shore is the last to go, but a lot of these trees on State Street starting to turn. All right. I want to try this thing with the, and there's the Vicky Princess and the breezes, the mild, balmy breezes by the shore. I want to try this thing before we go to these great picture rolls. You want to stay tuned because these pictures are out of this world that are coming up. Little picture album stuff. So hold on just a second. Let me see if I can do this and see the towers from the airport. There's always something. Eric always is innovating something. He knows this area so that let me see. So I want to just pan this a little to the left here. No. And he says if I look up on the hill, I can see the TV towers. I don't know. I don't know how good of a shot it is. Because that would be way up on the hill. He says they're there. If I look to the left and, oh, you know, and the man is right, because I bet that's them right there. Oh my gosh. Over the United plane. Let me see. Up on the hill. That could be it. We'll see. I'm going to leave it there and say, Eric, is that what you were talking about? All right. Kind of cool for that kind of thing. Let me play it for you, if I can. Joshua, thanks for the report there from Scottsdale. We'll do a little radar coast to coast and then the picture. Lisa Fogel, Bank of Banks, coming home soon. Joseph from Utah, welcome back. Jeannie, winter is a coming. So maybe this is it. Maybe that's what he was talking about up here. I don't think so, though. That looks like a low tower as opposed to a high tower. I think I'm going to have to go up and away to really get what he was after. I'm not sure. He's going to have to help me with this one. I don't know. Looking back, looking up. Maybe I'm just not far enough to the west. Someday I'll get it. But the construction continues to go on at ERI. So, you know, we'll just keep scanning the skies, seeing what we can see, and we'll check it out. All right. Go back to my two jets. All right. Yeah. Oh, well, we did the best we could. All right. Good enough. Back to you guys. Back to a little radar coast to coast for our out-of-towners and for our in-towners. So that's a lot of ground clutter there. Let me just use the national radar. We are rain-free, and all the hucklebuck is down south, as you can see there. Rainy night in Georgia and Alabama. Some flood watches and flood warnings there. Doc, staying north of you, I guess. Good stuff there. And Joshua J., thanks for chiming in. Looks like a little monsoon. I guess the monsoon season's technically over, but you got some showers, got a thunderstorm running away from you there, Scottsdale area. There you go. Did you get some rain earlier? That looks kind of neat. All right. 7-day. Good to see you. Thanks for coming up from the down low. Miss Karen, as usual, great to see you. Valley of the Sun had thunderstorms earlier this afternoon. Well, one's sneaking away late tonight there. Thanks for checking in. Good to have you here. All right, so we're gonna do some pictures, and Lisa Fogelbank Banks. I'm sorry, pretty pretty quiet up in Minnesota, and Joseph from Utah, just not used to having you here. Sorry, brother. Looks like there are some light showers around your state out there out west. So a little bit of rain in the west and southwest. Nothing in Minnesota except a dense fog advisory up there by Duluth. So quiet. And we haven't checked SPC in a while. That's because we're kind of getting out of the storm season. But oh, look at that, Joshua J. Oh my goodness, you have a slight risk. Now you don't see that every day. So no wonder the storms. Slight risk this evening for you guys near the Fountain Hills and Scottsdale. That's different. Nothing for tomorrow. Little marginal risk down here by Alabama, and so this would be today. So today is Wednesday. So tomorrow, Thursday, pretty quiet. All right. Well, that's good news there. Let's go back, set things up. All right. We were showing you cool stuff like the Freedom Tower and Ellis Island and Statue of Liberty. Now, Laura has loaded up quite the show here. Now, I got to get into it. So as you take a look at that, and I've got some from Fred and Sue, who are usually in Canadota Lake. They have been up in the White Mountains of Vermont, and they just have some fantastic stuff. So I want to show you those too. But first, our trip, just to get you going here. Let's see. All right. We're going on a trip here. All right. So let me do it this way. I'm going to use the messenger. All right. The messenger. Okay. All right. Let's see how I can do this. I want to show them as much as I can. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. That is the inside of the Old North Church, a beautiful structure up in Boston. And I mean, like I was saying to you guys last night, we saw the outside. This is the organ from like 17 something. All right. But they have these boxes, cubicles. They're not pews. There's seats in them. And families used to sit in them, okay, as a group. So you could have a couple of benches here. You might have one of those like foot warmers, bed warmers that they would bring in because back in the day it didn't have heat. So they would bring those coals and the metal kind of things that the colonial people used. And, keep themselves warm during the service. So that is, I guess it's the oldest church in Boston. And it was 219 feet high. So what happened there is that's why they, hung the lanterns from that bell tower, because it was the highest point. So that was pretty cool. And it's not a Catholic church, actually. It's, what is it, Lord? It's a Episcopal or Anglican, or I guess they don't have Anglican anymore in Boston, but maybe they do. It is a Protestant church, as far as I know. Bedpan warmers. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So beautiful picture. That is the Old North Church where, they hung the lanterns, one if by land, two if by sea, that kind of thing. Very cool. Yeah, and sometimes they they do some embroidery and have these little homey things for the families that sat in the pews, and then this super old organ and the beautiful windows and very old church, very beautiful church. All right, and there they are, the Santos on the outside, very cool, and the brick, the brick and the beautiful white windows, not bad. That's me at the towers. I think I showed you that one last night. Very moving, very emotional, because all the names. This is one base of one tower. There's a reflecting pool there, and they put all the names of the victims. And then back here, there's the base of the other tower. It's exactly proportioned, and that's the memorial. It's very, very, very sobering when you see it, because it's huge. Those towers were huge, so they just built these reflecting fountains, I guess you call them. So hold on, that's not where I wanted to go with that. Hang on, let me go back. Here's where I want to go, right there. All right, so we had we took a little ferry over to Salem, Mass, and that was pretty cool, because Salem, Mass is pretty cool. You learn a lot about the history there with the witch trials and all that stuff. And I did not go to Little Italy. I drove by Little Italy, looked at Ferraris. They couldn't stop. There was too much traffic. It slowed down our bus tour. So no, but this is up in Boston. Hello, Jim. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for being here with us. Taking the tour with Laura. So that goes to Salem. That's okay. I'm not on sequence here. Sorry about that. So that one went to Salem, where we learned a lot about the witches and the trials and the craziness back then, which was interesting, because they said, since this happened so long ago, it really wasn't a destination point until the 1950s, when Bewitched came on television. That stirred up the witch thing, and then Salem, Massachusetts has kind of cashed in on that and made, a tourist attraction out of what happened there way back. And but it wasn't a big deal, and it wasn't a destination kind of thing until after the TV show Bewitched came out. So kind of fun facts to swap and share with family and friends there. See, okay, I keep going the wrong direction. Sorry. All right, covered bridge. Lots of these around. We went to a bunch in New Hampshire and Vermont and Massachusetts. They are beauteous. They are beauteous. And I think she might have a few more. A little bit of foliage out there. It's, just starting to turn, just like around here. I'm thinking this is New Hampshire. I'm thinking you're pointing up towards the White Mountains here on this one. But rural New England. My gosh, I keep doing that. What in the freaking world am I doing? Hold on. It's like it's not jumping the way I want it to jump. Okay. All right, I'm just going to go back and forth. Covered bridge again. Kind of cool. Very rocky, very beautiful. Yeah, Julianne, and all of these are from Lori. She took a lot of pictures. So nice shot. We saw quite a few covered bridges. Saw some very beautiful lakes. And again, limited foliage. Not a whole lot yet, because mid-October is kind of their time. So, but really nice job here with the reflection in the water. Very, very pretty. And again, we went from Boston up to New Hampshire next. Went on this train. Bob looking mighty spiffy. Cool train. New Hampshire. They fed us lunch. It was nice. And this was very cool. This is this is a church in Northwest Massachusetts. This is the graveyard where Robert Frost was. So that's very interesting. And I had some pictures. I mean, you guys saw on the picture on my roll. Try this again. I'm not sure. Oh, that must be from the Salem witch trials back in the day. Very scary situation. Now this is from what's called a Shaker village. This is in Massachusetts. A group of people that band together and made their own village. This is actually a cow milking barn. If any of you have anything to do with agriculture, it is totally, well, it's kind of an octagonal thing, but it's circular. And they came up with this way they could milk 52 cows all facing into the middle of the barn. They could put hay down. They could aerate it so it wouldn't get hot and start fires. And then they even had a lower elevation of the floor from the rear end of the cow for manure collecting. I mean, these guys, Shaker Village, Hancock, Massachusetts, the village lasted until 1963, and it was developed in the 1800s. Now it's a tourist attraction, but one of the most unique cow barns ever. I mean, I don't know. Do you have some inside pictures? Oh, there's the Freedom Tower. But yeah, it's amazing. It's all wood in there, and it's all circular. It's like a spider web design, and they had it all covered. It was an amazing engineering feat, and as Laura says, they took care of their stuff. They knew how to, survive as a community, grow food. I mean, they grew food and they were self-sustaining, and they sold the rest to the outsiders. But yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Freedom Tower with the reflection of the clouds. Pretty cool. I think, Ron, I mean, on the Shaker Village, I guess, it's kind of like a preserve, a park. So they've got people from the state that do the tours and maintain. I mean, the wood shop they made with, they actually dug a man-made lake and used a pipe going downhill and drove some gears to move, saws and lathes and stuff like that for woodworking. These guys were very, very smart, and they were very modern for their day. And there's the happy couple. That's the Plaza Hotel, and Laura and Bob in a Central Park carriage ride. Very cool thing to do. You guys look great. Marianne, welcome. It's just like an old slide presentation, Go on a vacation, show the slides, open up the picture book, and that's Lori and Bob. Oh, that's a hotel room shot, I bet, from the Sheraton. Across Midtown Manhattan. Very cool nighttime shot. Good to have you, Marianne. Very, very cool. This is inside the theater, some of our crew and Laura. We got we were lucky to see Aladdin. They had some COVID problems. They canceled it the day before, then we had it that night, and then they canceled it for 2 weeks after we saw it. So it was very cool. And Radio City Music Hall in Rockefeller Center, which is a great tour if you can do it. It's a great tour. Beautiful Midtown Manhattan. And that is New York pizza. What was it, like $7.50 a slice or something? I mean, it's huge, and you got to double them over, to hold them. You kind of put your index finger in the middle, and then you use your thumb and the rest of your fingers to make a U shape of the pizza slice, and they're big. You got to do that. So some very cool stuff there. Central Park, it looks like. Yes, you can see the skyscrapers around it. Central Park, New York. Good stuff there. And I think, is that the end of that one? No, it is not. Where are you guys here? Out and about on the boat or from the battery? I can't remember. I don't know the shot, but it's a good shot. Maybe across to New Jersey. I'm not sure. But it's pretty. That's the Hudson River, I'm pretty sure. Remember the plane that came down and landed on the Hudson River and they rescued everybody? That's pretty cool. And that is very cool, Thomas Carlucci. Hi, Marianne. No, we didn't go to the singing. I didn't go to the Singing Waiters, but we went to a very good Italian restaurant the day before we left, and yeah, it was authentic. I'll just say it that way. I'll just say that. It was very authentic. So some cool stuff there. Oh, and we've got a couple just to show you. Tony DiNapoli's. Now this is a great shot. You guys, you gotta love this. Okay, this is fried zucchini. Okay, and they do it like potato chips. They don't cut it lengthwise. All right, so you get a platter of this with the Parmesan in with the batter. So, hey, Bill, we're just looking at pictures from an Italian restaurant in New York from that trip from Lori and Bob. I mean, this stuff was just delish. See, it looks just like potato chips, Ruffles, but it's zucchini. It's fried zucchini. Not bad. This is some eggplant Parmesan, I believe. See, they came out with like 5 platters for your entrees. This is a platter. It's got lots of stuff on it. So they had 5 different choices. All right. And then here's what a plate would look like, because you got like a veal piccata, some broccoli and something else, and then the eggplant Parmesan and spaghetti and meatballs. And I mean, they had 5 entrees. I just can't remember them all. I can't remember them all. So that was Tony DiNapoli's. I'm not sure how they pronounce it, but it's a good old-fashioned Italian restaurant in Midtown Manhattan. Of course, good salad, all kinds of stuff. Great homemade rolls. Butter. Another skyline shot there. Very nice. I think that's across the Hudson, where they have whales and dolphins in the Hudson River. It's pretty neat. Sometimes some sharks too. That's kind of cool. There's the lady. People going to visit. Great pictures. There's the Verrazano. I think that's the Verrazano Bridge, right? Down connects New Jersey and Staten Island. There you go. That's what it was all there. Ravioli spaghetti, eggplant parmesan, veal piccata, broccoli and cauliflower or something. It's good stuff. Some of the, the boats that take you around in these harbor cruises up and down the Hudson River. Nice one there. That's the Staten Island Ferry. That's the Freedom Tower. And a little bit of wake there, looking back towards Staten Island on the Hudson. That is a beautiful place. I like it, Alexandria Bay too, up in New York State. Ooh, nice. I believe that's the Empire State Building, which used to be the tallest building. There it is. Yeah. Right there. Chrysler Building. Very cool. Freedom Tower. The lovely couple again with the Statue of Liberty behind them. More boats. The Circle Line tour of Manhattan. More skyline. It's pretty. More lady. She's beautiful. Oh, is that the Intrepid? The Intrepid, of course, is on the Hudson River there. Another great skyline shot. Yes, and very good bakery named Ferraro. And I'm so upset we didn't have time to stop there. I'm just flipping through here because you got a lot of skyline shots. There's the theater where we saw Aladdin. And there's Radio City again. So just want to make sure I'm keeping up here, doing the duty. Got a little Chinatown right there. Pretty neat. A lot of pumpkins there. They're selling pumpkins in Chinatown. Pretty cool. And of course, Macy's, Herald Square. One entire city block is this department store. That is phenomenal. And look, it's got what? 1, 2, 3, 4. What? About 8 levels there. Now that's a department store, old school. That's where the Macy's Day Parade ends, right there, where Santa comes. And our people again. So I guess I'm getting some repeats in here. Oh, this is pretty cool. Got some other stuff. Bubba Gump Shrimp. Remember Forrest Gump? Bubba Gump Shrimp. Yeah, that's a restaurant, Times Square area. Pretty cool. And yeah, shot of the night here. That's the magic carpet right there. And you don't see any strings or anything. This is Broadway at its best with Aladdin and the princess on the magic carpet. I mean, they were swinging this thing all over the stage, above the stage. There's the stage floor. So, I mean, you just got to marvel at the engineering and what they have the ability to do in a Broadway play. And they had a live orchestra, which was amazing. And the actors, they played to the audience. And They're just so darn good. And unfortunately, that show was canceled for a couple weeks uh, due to COVID. But fortunately for us, we got the last show, and that's the beauty shot right there. Unbelievable how they do that stuff. Yeah, and thanks, David. Thank you for that. Yeah, she did. She get busted, and so she took one for the team here because you're not supposed to take. I don't know whether it's flash pictures. So these guys come down the aisle and they have flashlights with little like white backgrounds above the light, so it can shine right down the aisle. They can look right down the aisle, see who's holding the camera. But I mean, you have to be there. But yeah, this thing is suspended. These two are on this magic carpet, and it is just going all over the stage, and it's unbelievable. You have to see it to believe it. So that's the shot. That's the shot right there. More Freedom Tower. So some more restaurants to make Corn Man's mouth water, and the rest of you. The food you can get there is fantastic. You know that. Is this? No, you got your hot dogs from the street vendor, didn't you? More cool stuff downtown, Lower Manhattan, and there they are. They got it. They got their wieners, mustard and onions, right? Theater stuff, I'm assuming, maybe, not sure. And there is the bull. Bob got the bull, the Wall Street bull. Very crazy. There's somebody under the bull there, as you can see. I'm not saying anything. People love taking pictures with the bull. See, and they rub on it so the ends become shinier and more golden, right? Well, that's nice. Thanks for more pictures. Appreciate it. Good stuff there. A little construction on Broadway. Beautiful Times Square. Nice. Now the ball's up here. You see where they say 2021? The ball is up here. It's hard to see. Of course, they'll change that to 2022 when they drop it again in less than 3 months for the new year. Broadway and Wall Street. One Wall Street. There you are. More cool buildings. The happy couple again in Times Square. Hard Rock Cafe there. More cool buildings. The ball looks tiny, but it ain't cheap, right? It's like 32 pieces of Waterford crisp crystal. Good point, Marianne. Nice shot. Oh my gosh. What building were you up in? Is that the hotel? You're shooting down out of your room? Nighttime again. Laura and me. before the police drug her away. Another couple that was with us, male and female anchor from a Next Star station in Shreveport, Louisiana. Pretty cool. And just more shots, more beautiful shots. Very cool. I'm just going with it. Beautiful cumulus clouds over the Hudson River. A lot of boats. They were younger than us. That's perfect. They were. Back to the reflecting pools. Back to the boats. More boats. More Freedom Tower. You guys got great shots. And clouds. And more. Wow. You're rocking it with these skyscraper and boat shots. Tree. Again, this is World Trade Center. This is by those reflecting pools again from the north and south tower down here. Very beautiful. One of the buildings they built after 9/11. This is the little church that I was telling you about last night, where it's right up there. It did not get touched. They used it as a respite for the firefighters and the EMS workers. They would sleep in the pews. They left the marks from the spurs from the firefighters and anything on the pews. It's a memorial site. It's a very old church in New York City that did not go down with all the other buildings. Very cool. Something special about that. And Lori's talking about, they have acorns. They've planted these trees that drop acorns. And so they tell us that people take the acorns that drop from the trees at the memorial, ground zero, and they take them home and they plant other trees, which is kind of cool. And that, here's your shot right here. Okay, this is what one of the bases looks like. All right, they have one for the north tower and the south tower, reflecting pool, and all the names of the victims of each tower are around the outside. And when it's a birthday for one of the victims, they put a flower on their name. So this is the memorial, one of the memorials for one of the towers. It's just, as Lori says, it's just so huge. More boats, more buildings. That's Lori and the female, I can't remember her name. The guy's name was Dan, and the lady's name, I cannot remember. Oh my gosh, Jackie. That was her name. She anchors the news with her husband, Dan, 6 and 11, I guess, down in Shreveport, Louisiana. That's me at one of the other ones. There's the base of a tower. Lori and Jackie. And, whoa, back to the hills we go. Nice shot. City skyline. I guess you're back home cooking. I don't know. You want to go this far with it. Lori, making that one's for the corn man. Oh my gosh. From the corn man. Lori's delicacies. We'll just call it that. All right. Good stuff. Thanks for sharing. It's awesome. Thank you for all the pictures. All right, good stuff. All right, got a couple more for you. So don't go away yet, please. That's the Susie Homemaker collection. We'll leave that for another day. But yeah, I got some from the White Mountains I want to show you. Then we'll do a little weather and call it a night. But Fred and Sue sent me some awesome stuff. Okay, so I got to show you a few more. What they did was they took the Cog Railway up Mount Washington yesterday. And, you know, just remember, you're going up a mountain, the highest mountain in the Northeast, 6,288 feet, little Mount Everest, I call it. And I just thought it was just very cool to show because they have a couple more pictures here. Hang on. It's just, if you ever get a chance to do it, it's just pretty tremendous. And on top of it, they have probably the longest continuously recording weather station. Okay. And there it is, top of Mount Washington. Now, it's very rarely clear there, and you can see that the mountain has a timber line, which few peaks in the Northeast do because they're not high enough. But Mount Washington does have a timber line. There's the Cog Railway. That's what they took. It takes you all the way to the top. You are literally in the clouds. As I said, very few days are clear. It's one of the windiest places on Earth. Up until a few years ago, it had the highest sustained wind on Earth, 186 miles an hour. It had the highest wind gust of 232 miles an hour. It is a cold and windy place. There's their weather station. How would you like that weather station? Mount Washington Observatory. And this is the temperature. See, you're going from 2,300 feet up to 6,288 at the summit. Temperature going down as you go up, 47 at the summit. Okay. Was not a windy day for a change. I think the average wind speed is somewhere between 35 and 45 miles an hour. No snow on the 24-hour data, high of 49, a low of 43. And they've been doing that for years and years and years. It's just very cool. And that's what it looks like. You see, you have a timberline here. There's no trees, but you are literally in the clouds. So, I mean, this is, if you ever get a chance, go to Mount Washington. You can drive up. They have an auto road. That's a little scary. You could take the Cog Railway. That's not as scary. And you can hike like I did when I was 18, going over rocks like this. Very neat place. The Mount Everest of the East. One more set for you guys. And then we'll do a little weather. And then we'll call it a night. So going up, you can see in the clouds, here's the timberline, and then you get up, and so that, they're starting to get towards peak foliage. This is from ground level. We never got up that far, Laura. We should have. They should have taken us closer so we could at least see the mountain. White Mountains, it's called the Presidential Range. Mount Washington, Mount Adams, Mount Jefferson, Mount Madison. There's your timberline. Climbing over rocks, the last part of that mountain and this is from the railroad. Going up with the railroad is a very cool way to go up. And very beautiful scenery in the Presidential Range of the White Mountains in New Hampshire. See, that's where we should have gone. And here's the base, where you drive to, and then you start going up. It's so beautiful, so high, so spectacular, so weather geeky. It's awesome. If you ever go to New Hampshire, go there. Even if you don't go up, just look at it. All right. So a little weather for you. Do a little quick version here. Ron wants to know about your corn picture, Laura. Okay, kids. So, temperatures still mild for the middle of the early October night at 60 to 66 degrees. Dew points right behind them, so we're starting to, get some fog out there in some areas. Dew points going to stay up. It's going to be muggy right into the weekend, probably right through the weekend. Winds are, again tonight, very calm, very light, so that helps to contribute to the fog. Tropics, as Ian said, are very dormant, and we like that. Not much in the way of tropical activity. Good. Let's keep it that way. Big map, Joshua J with some thunderstorms. Doc, some storms around him. Lisa Fogel, Bank of Banks. High pressure keeping you dry as well as it does for us. High temperatures, amazing. Look at all this warmth in the middle of the country. So we got warm weather until further notice. Pink Stinks map for Patty, if she's here. There you go. I'm kind of thinking this Bathurst Inlet is an incorrect reading there. No pink yet, Patty. I'm glad, Julie. I'm glad the grass is slowing down, because you got to cut it like every week throughout the summer. Or at least I do. I'll probably be cutting it again tomorrow. All right, map for you. Not a whole lot going on. That big old high is coming down to protect us. Sun will break out today and some more of it on Thursday. The rain will be held at bay to the west, and we shall see warm temperatures. Maybe by Friday, some of these showers finally get in here, Friday night and Saturday, and then they go away on Sunday. So it's a pretty warm, not too wet forecast, but we will have some showers Friday and Saturday. Little tadpoles for you guys, the tadpole persuasion. Little magentas there for 7-day. So again, not much in the way of precip. Some sunshine this afternoon. Rain gets held at bay. Then the more magenta and red into Thursday. Temperatures in the mid 70s. Really nice. Forecast looking like this. Mild, humid with some fog inland in the mountains. Some of you may be experiencing that already. Stink bugs, yes. Stink bugs are back. Thanks, Julie. Today's forecast, morning fog in some areas, then sun and warm. Enjoy. And for Bill Dennis, 7-day, and the rest of our crew, yeah, you can do some grilling in that weather. Rain chances Friday, Saturday. There's a hint of a chance on Monday, which of course is Columbus Day, but just kind of waiting on that. Doc got up to 92. Way to go, Doc. 2.76, no rain. Currently 75. That's sticky. I've had a bunch of fruit flies too. Of course, I have a garden. I get, sometimes some tomatoes sitting out that can attract them. But yeah, fruit flies. Yeah, good point. Blankety blanks from 7-day. Stink bugs from Julianne. Good night, Les. Good to have you. All right, kids. Well, there you go. Read it and weep. Thanks for joining the Lori Picture Show tonight. You got a full meal deal of what went on there. I'm sure she has more, but that's good for tonight. And who knows what'll happen tomorrow? Because we were at other places too. We went to that author Edith Wharton's 48-room mansion, and of course Norman Rockwell's studio and museum, and all kinds of covered bridges. The Bennington battlefield from the Revolutionary War in Bennington, Vermont. This old country store in New Hampshire that had Sugar Shack, and really the best maple syrup I've ever had. Just so unique. I should have brought some home. So we saw a lot of cool things. And I wish I had taken a picture of my dad. I did not. I was so excited to see him and eat pizza and salad on the kitchen table with him that I didn't even get out my camera. It was just good times. But I'm sure I can get some someday. Because I'm going back, and I'm not waiting 2 years. Thank you for the reminder, though. Yeah, and I shouted out to Kavanaugh. I'm sure she will be back with some stuff. So, in the future, because I have some more time to take off this week, just because I haven't used a whole lot of time this year, and doing some more schoolwork. So we will be back together next week, and I hope to see you then. And if not, you know how to get a hold of me, and we'll have more fun and do some stuff. Hopefully the weather pattern is going to stay so nice and tranquil and mild and non-severe and not cold and gloomy. So yeah, he expected me, so it was really good. Cab fare was only $38 from Midtown Manhattan. It's like 150 blocks, so I was pleased about that. In any event, you guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Make the most of the weather, and make the most of your Wednesday. And keep in touch, and I will too. And we'll see you again soon or sooner. All right, we're going out with Kristen. Have a good night. See you down the road, and thanks for your support. You guys are great. It's fun doing stuff with you. Have a great night.
Oh.